Hey guys, so we're going to talk about some cheap but good engines that you can get even in sets. You can get these sets pretty regularly on eBay for cheap, and you can buy the whole sets. They're older, like the 80s. It's the MPC era, they call it on YouTube. But anyway, these were made in 70s and 80s. The 8800 Lion-O lines. It is actually a Chesapeake Flyer. My aunt found it at a yard sale and gave it to my father years ago. The set was pretty beat up. The cars were beat up, but the box, I still got the box in the basement. It's pretty beat up, and the caboose was broken. But she's a wonderful running engine. She's actually one of my favorite ones to run because she is so good at running. These are great starter engines. They make noise. They make like a chugging noise. Some of them whistle. This one doesn't. This one smokes and has lights and it makes a noise. But as you can see, it will pull all of these cars. It will pull as many cars you put on it, and it does a good job at it. I also got two more examples of it. These two need work. I've been buying a lot of these ones because I like them. This the 8142 Chesapeake, Ohio. That's a nice one. It's almost the same as the one I got over there. Well, it's a different one. I like them. They're cheaper. Another one that's good is the New Jersey Central Line one. That one's cheap. The engine's actually plastic, not die cast, and it's blue. That one is a way of getting new traction tires put on it. I also have another one over here, that Rock Island. The Rock Island is another one that's good. These are all the same as my other one that I have. They're pretty much identical engines, but they're very good at running, and they're a cheap set to start with. I would start with them any day. I love them. Another good set to start with. This is in really old 1950s. My dad found this at an antique store years ago. The Marks 999 is a good train to start with. Honestly, guys, if I was going to buy... I like buying sets, but most of the times I break the sets up, the old sets. I break them up, and I use them all around here, like the track and stuff. That's how I usually get cheap sets, and I make the track. I use the track for here, and then I have extra under there. I do that a lot. I bought this one. This is the one I bought today, the 721 Texas and Pacific. I thought it was really cool looking. It's a smaller engine, but it even has the little thing on here, like these ones have, which are I'm trying to remember the name. I had a brain fart, guys. Excuse me. Hold on. Let me try and figure out the name. These are... What are these engines called? Damn it. I lost my train of thought. These aren't Commodores. They are... I don't know. Anyone can comment on what these are called. I'm having a brain fart right now. Any other time I remember. This is another one of the cheap ones here. This is the Milwaukee Road. That's a nice one. That one runs really good, and everything works on that one. I was lucky. Some of these I bought at flea markets, so I wasn't so lucky. They need traction tires. These two only need... This one here and this one over here only need traction tires. So if your train, guys, is running and it starts... You notice it's running fine, but it's slipping and won't go on the track real good, that means you need little rubber tires on the back here. A lot of times they dry... they dry rot off. So a lot of times they will dry rot off. I think this is a smaller version of the shit, I can't remember the name. But then I got my turbines. These are another nice engine to start out with, a turbine. Now the 671 is a beautiful one. That's a newer 671. Your older 2020s and 671s have the atomic turbine. This was in 1946. So this is left over from the pre-war era. and then they added it. Some of these actually had light bulbs, like my 726. They had light bulbs in here. You put the smoke tab in. This one takes tabs, but this has been replaced. This doesn't work off a light bulb. That has some kind of coil smoke unit in it that heats it up, which works really good still to this day. I have a 671 with the atomic turbine I got last weekend. My other 671, I will show you the difference between the turbine. And they're still turbine engines. It's just this is the newer style. This is your newer style turbine. This was used all the way up into the 80s. And it might still be used. I don't think it's used today. I'm not too sure. I don't have any new turbine. I don't even know if they make turbine engines anymore. This one also has, the chassis system also has the same motor in it, or a similar one. These ones, this has a turbine, but that's a smaller that's a newer one. The 736 has the newer one in it. I don't know if this one has it. I think this is a turbine. No, I don't think that one has it. I don't think that one has a turbine engine. I think they are called, I can't remember the name of them. Sorry about all the junk in the corner. That's train stuff and action figures. This is also a great motor, the Blue Comet, the engine. Great engine, and it makes sound too. It's similar to the chassis. Only the chassis is a Hudson, that's the name. Finally figured it out. So this looks like a small, this almost looks like I was saying, this looks like a smaller Hudson almost. With that on it, 'cause the Hudsons have these. Looks like a real little version of the Hudson, like a cheaper version. Maybe it is, I don't know. So the Hudsons have these on them. So the 726 is a Hudson. The chassis is a Hudson. A lot of these are Hudsons. I like the bigger engines, so I've started collecting them. When I started, I was pretty much buying all those up there for cheap, all the Lionel Scouts. Now I'm into the bigger ones because they smoke and stuff. The Scouts don't really do much but light up. They don't have whistles. Most of them don't have whistles unless you have a whistle car to put on it. 2024E. I think that's a little bigger than a Scout. It's still a cheaper one. They're still nice. No, it's just 2024, not the E. That's not the E. I don't have the E series one, I don't think. I also got my childhood trains, which was the Blue Comet in there we looked at earlier, and the Santa Fe my dad bought me. I had those two. I think that's the only ones I had when I was a kid. The Blue Comet and this one. And I have a Polar Express, but that's on the ladder, and I don't feel like getting on the ladder. I got a 1935 Blue Comet down here. That's one of my favorites. I paid a lot of money for that. It's all redone, sandblasted and everything. This is an 09. I just got this a couple weeks ago. This is an MTH and Lionel mashup. It's a pretty nice running engine. It doesn't have all the sounds, but it does have some sounds. It's a PS2 board. Not the best, but I do like the look of it, and I have it. But the only thing I don't like is I can't hook it to anything but the cars it came with or pre-war cars, because they have pre-war hookups on them and early 40s hookups. It sucks. That really sucks. I have a 2062E. This girl runs pretty good still. That's also got the old hookups on it. I also got Lionel Jr. I got the whole set to this in pretty good condition. It looks like somebody sat on the roof, but I like the patina of it. It's a red one. I like the red too. I don't have many red trains. I'm trying to get some more of them. I do run these. They all run. Most of them do run. Some of them need repair, but most of the ones on these shelves run. This is a cool thing. This is just a Hefner. It's a wind-up. I mean, the wind-ups don't really work anymore. They're kind of old. This, a buddy of mine named Tom, he redid this for me. Well, he redid this, and I traded him something for it, and it's a really nice one. That's called a Vanderbilt, I think. Commodore Vanderbilt. This is like a Vanderbilt, or I forget what this is called. But it's a cool one, too. I had that redone, and it runs good. I had the everything redone underneath. And still got the original paint. This is a cool engine. I bought this for my dad. This was a real nice engine. Remote controlled Lionel John Deere. It's beefy. Has a LED light. It's a really cool engine. Makes some good sound. I run her often, most of the time. I do like to run my older ones better though. Alright guys, well, I'll make another video.